Boy, Arizona has had a lot of outstanding players in the NBA at all positions. For a while, they were known as a guard factory, and rightly so. Plenty of the outstanding guards have played in Wildcat jerseys.
For the Arizona Wildcat program, a lot of great guards over the years. Perimeter players in general have been their strength.
Yeah, think about it. Andre Iguodala, Jason Terry, Richard Jefferson are some of the recent names. How about Gilbert Arenas?
Sure.
As well. I mean, they've made their way also into the coaching ranks as well, with Steve Kerr doing a terrific job with the Warriors, and now Luke Walton, an assistant.
Arizona leading by 4.
One thing with Freak that we know is he makes sure he gets his shots up no matter what. One way or another, he's going to get his workout in, and that's why so many are confident that he'll continue to improve.
Part of it is that he has a twin sister who actually taught him how to play ball. She helped him develop his game and become the player he is today. Pretty nice to have a sibling willing to help you develop your skill set on the court.
Here's Freak. Louisville getting their last shot to go.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
On the court right now for the Cardinals. Thomas is out there with Payton. Then it's Russell. And it's Hughes in at the 3. And he gets it to go. Thomas got his second bucket tonight.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
So for the Cardinals, Jones checked in for Thomas. Sanders comes in for Russell, and it's Price in for Rozier. And here's Arizona now. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Washington, where they'll face the Wizards. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip.
You know, Freak just hasn't been able to perform how we're accustomed to seeing him up until this point. I mean, he just hasn't been able to string anything together.
There are a lot of things that might be affecting him. You know, with his reputation, defenses will pay special attention to him, and that might be throwing him off a little bit here in this game. And with Arizona, you know they're going to be competitive year in and year out. They do a great job of recruiting, and they always seem to field a team ready to make a deep run in the tournament. Just a very consistent program.
Carter against Sanders. Now here's Price. He's tightly guarded. Offensive rebound. And the dunk by Payton.
And he's just going all out to get the second chance points. Just a terrific finish.
There was no one that was going to prevent GA from converting that one.
Well, clearly this is the kind of game that could come down to 1 or 2 plays, and he wants to be the guy to make those plays.
Out of bounds as Louisville keeps possession.
You can tell that pass just hung in the air for a long time.
Yeah.
And the second half of basketball is about to get underway, folks. Welcome back to this broadcast of college basketball here on 2K Sports.
And guys, without a doubt, it's been a rough go so far here for Freak and his team. They just can't find anything to capitalize on consistently thus far.
And Greg, I'm anticipating plenty of adjustments from the coach. But I tell you what, when it comes down to what happens in the second half, it's about the players executing. A few quick baskets right out of the gate, and it's anybody's game.
Buckets in at point guard. Hollis Jefferson is out there with Mitchell. Then it's Johnson, and it's Lewis in at the center, filling out the middle. And for Louisville, you've got Rozier. Harrell is out there with White. Then there's Sanders, and it's Mack in at center. Louisville shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. Free throw good, Mack. The Louisville Cardinals have had a real strong run lately in college hoops, Clark. Even after changing conferences a few years back, they continue to shine.
You know, and nobody knew, Kevin, just how they would fare in the new and stronger conference, but it's been winning as usual for the Cardinals.
And with Freak, he takes a lot of pride in where he hails from. Didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his hand by any means. and his family cheers him on from Harlem.
And, Greg, you can see it in this game. I mean, we're all a product of where we've been, our environment, our experiences. And with Freak, he doesn't take anything for granted. Some of the very best players of all time have come from the projects like Freak, and he takes pride in playing for Harlem when he's on the court.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
I love that sound. And one thing that Louisville has is a very good track record of always remaining in the title picture. More often than not, they are considered to have as good a shot as any of winning the tournament. They are truly a college hoops powerhouse.
Carter, he's checked in for Johnson.
And Louisville does it with team basketball. I mean, they have their share of players that went on to the NBA. Gorgui Dieng and Earl Clark come to mind recently. But overall, this is a program that relies on the sum of the whole being greater than the individual parts.
Here's Rozier, and it comes off the front of the rim.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
This is to Sanders. Thomas a screen. And Sanders kicks to Thomas. Here's Rozier, guarded by Buckets.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
They now take the lead. Buckets got 9 points here in the second half.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist number. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
And you see a lot of players who are very talented play with a me-first approach. That is not the case with Freak. He doesn't try and attract any unnecessary attention and just focuses on playing his game.
Yeah, I like that about him, Greg. I mean, in a day and age where most guys are self-centered and it's all about me, it's refreshing for a player like Freak who doesn't invite that kind of noise. I mean, that's as impressive as a skill set.
Here's Rozier. Louisville again missing.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Here's Buckets. Here's Mitchell. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
That's his first personal foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
Jermaine Mitchell. Taking 2 shots.
A different look for Louisville. And the Cardinals making a change here. Sanders is checked in. So it's Louisville now. A 2-point game. Buckets, he's in at point guard. Also Johnson out there. And it's Roberts in at the 4-man position. They set the pick. Here's Price. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Now Arizona with it. There's Hollis Jefferson. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. Hollis Jefferson's got it all tied up now for Arizona. Rozier, who's checked in for the Cardinals. And stolen by Freak. And now Arizona on the break. And White with the block. And they'll keep possession. And there's going to be a foul. He definitely made contact with the ball, and in doing so also got the body, so we'll see free throws here. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Arizona.
I thought we might see the defense adjust at halftime to slow the break, but that has not been the case.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
And guys, I think it's exactly the right thing to do with the lead. Keep going at defenders and find a way to get yourself to the line.
Here's Rozier. Now the dish to Mack. Out to White. Feeds it to Harrell. Back to White. Some nice passing by Louisville here. Rozier the pass to Mack. Looking to end the run. It's hauled in by Arizona. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Kicks to Freak. Tries it from 19. Perfect on the shot. Swishes it through. Bucket's got 11 points here in just the second half.
You know, sometimes you can see how a player can lead on the floor from the sidelines, and you see that with Freak. I mean, he's got the skills and athleticism as a point guard in addition to the leadership, too.
And, guys, people often underestimate just how important leadership is. You know, there's no stat for that, but guys like Chris Paul and Steph Curry have incredible skill, but their leadership on the floor is equally as important. Freak is a floor general in their mold.
What a bucket at one of the more crucial moments of the game.
How about the cool, collected way in which he delivered it? Clutch!
Johnson against Sanders. Sanders with the steal. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Puts it up from 12. Shot is off. Game could be on the line right here.
It's basically now or never for them.
A tough position. The 17-footer. Arizona with another miss. Here's Rozier. He's guarded by Johnson. Rozier the pass to Mack. Out to the right wing. From the arc. Misses the three. Time expires and we're going to overtime. And we've got more college basketball in store as we get ready now for overtime. What energy, what excitement. Arizona making a change here. Freaks checked in, and then for Louisville. Early comes in for Mack, and Jones subbed in for Payton. And stolen by White.
And Kevin, maybe the play of the game right there.
A tremendous instinct straight to come up with a steal and then attack the basket.
Game changer right there, guys. An unbelievable play to make it this stage of a really tight ball game.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Buckets. Arizona with another miss.
And it's still within reach. But they have to be really close to perfect from here on out. I mean, they have to get their offense right on target, right on point immediately.
Screen by Jones. Here's Rozier. Ooh, offline.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
Stanley Johnson taking 2 shots.
And a nice job of nailing the first one of the 1-and-1, so the chance now to make it 2. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And that's exactly how you close a game out. Those free throws will bury them for sure.
Misses the shot. So Arizona wins it. Clark, a double overtime game can really take its toll on the players, and after this one, the officials, the fans, everyone's going to have to take a needed rest.
Yeah, exactly. But I tell you what, they showed me the heart of a champion here in this one.
For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in to this broadcast of college basketball on 2K Sports.